Guys, welcome to League United, welcome to another video, and Athletic Bilbao 2, Barcelona 3, and yeah, that was a really good game from Barcelona. I've been sorry for not posting the last video about the Huesca game. Guys, I've told you I've been at work, working a lot. YouTube is not my full-time work. It's not my work at all for the time being. Hopefully that can change in the future. But we saw a great Barcelona today, or I'm not gonna say great. We saw a good Barcelona today. We've seen a better Barcelona today than we've seen other days, for sure. At least if this is the Barcelona that we're gonna see forever, I mean for the end of the season, I'm gonna say okay, good. This Barcelona is good enough to at least reach top 4 comfortably, which is right now all that I can ask for. Not dreaming of La Liga or anything. We're not that far, at least from Real Madrid. From Athletic Madrid, we are quite far. But if we can, focus first on reaching top 4 comfortably, and then you can worry about La Liga. Let's not worry about those kind of things right now, because we have no business worrying about those kind of things at this particular moment in time. But good, I'm finally relieved to see the team in a top 4 spot for once this season, which is not being a reoccurring thing lately. But yeah, we saw a good Barcelona team with good performances. I am very relieved, like I said. And before talking about the masterclass that the team gave in general and Messi in particular, let's talk about the players before continuing talking about the game. Barcelona opted to go with Marc André ter Stegen in net, Dest, Araujo, Lenglet, and Jordi Alba in defense, a midfield trio of Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, and Pedri, and up top Dembele, Griezmann, and Lionel Messi. While Athletic opted to go with Unai Simón in net, Ander Capa, Unai Núñez, Íñigo Martínez, and Yuri Bachirche in defense, midfield 4 of Iker Muniain, Mikel Vesga, Unai, and Oscar de Marcos, and up top Raúl García and Iñaki Williams. And when I said that we play with 3 in midfield, it's because that's what I felt that it played like, kind of, maybe with Pedri a bit more advanced, but also with more freedom, which was kind of what Iniesta used to have at Barcelona. We were playing in a 4-3-3, but Iniesta always had more freedom to bring, which is what Pedri did today. Talking about the players individually, let's get the negatives, because there's a few negatives that we can discuss that are, I don't think they're too serious, but to finish in a good note, let's talk about the negatives just really quickly, and then let's talk about the game in general. So the negatives about this game is no Riqui Puig, because I know that I've mentioned Riqui Puig quite a bit, but come on, man, you can't be telling me, for example, there has to be something with Pedri, because for example, I can believe the thing that says Messi really wants Pedri in the pitch. I can understand that, because they seem like they have a good feeling, they have a really good connection. Messi probably feels more comfortable with someone that he can rely on. But when I look at Pedri, I see a player that is basically the number 10 version of Riqui Puig. But if you tell I know this is not going to be very popular, especially today after the masterclass that Pedri gave today. But for me, him and Riqui Puig are about the same level. One could be better than the other here or there. I'm not gonna say I think that personally Riqui Puig is just slightly better. But hey, if you tell me Pedri is slightly better, I'm not gonna complain about that. But they're about the same level, In the grand scheme of things, they are in the same level. And for me is, why does Pedri play that much and Riqui Puig plays pretty much no game time for Riqui Puig? Alenya has got to go to Getafe to get game time, which, by the way, that's horrible on whoever decided that was a good idea for a loan. My dear Lord, you couldn't find 2 more polar opposites of our games or our play style than Getafe. Like Getafe and Barcelona, just okay, never mind. Not talking about the Alanya alone right now because that's gonna get me in a bad mood. But overall, yeah, Ricky Puig didn't play today. That was kind of a negative. I mean, yeah, the goal that we can see at the beginning was, oh, what are you gonna say? We were, kind of sleeping for the first 5-10 minutes, like, or at least not fully focused, which Athletic straight up went. And a lot of people I know were gonna say that Inglés, made a huge mistake and like that Inglés broke his waist and like, what do you expect, man? It's Iñaki Williams against Clement Lenglet, like with time and space. What were you expecting? Iñaki Williams is not only one of the fastest players in the league, but he's also one of the most agile players in the league against Clement Lenglet. Like, what did you expect? Lenglet did everything that he could. It just wasn't enough. Like, that would have happened to Piqué, that would have happened to Araujo if he was in the same situation, because it's the normal thing. Like, the defender in a 1v1 against the forward, I don't expect my defender to win that battle. Especially a defender that's like Clement or Araujo. You tell me, okay, he's going against Varane, he's going against Van Dijk, he's going maybe against Jules Koundé, which turns a lot faster. Then okay, I can we have maybe a chance of going through. But that wasn't the case. We fell 1-0. We should have defended that play better as a collective, but we didn't. But we remained in the game, and we had then Messi do what Messi does best, which is, be Messi. Like today was one of the, I think, I actually haven't seen Messi like this probably since a year ago, since Ernesto Valverde was fired, sacked as the Barcelona manager. I haven't seen Messi like this. Like I saw Messi involved in the game. I saw him, and not that I haven't seen him involved in previous games before this, but he felt happy. Like he felt, I don't know how to explain it. Like he was smiling. He was like, like, oh darn it, I didn't score, or oh darn it, I hit the post. Like it feels like Messi. Like before I thought, okay, we had Messi. I know that we have Messi, but it didn't feel like we had Messi. And not only because he wasn't like firing all cylinders, but because it was like he's not shooting as much, he's not dribbling as much, his key passes are not up to like standard. Like it doesn't feel as they were up to standard. But today it was more like Messi. He got 2 goals. He hit the post twice. He did a couple plays that were, just he can only do them. Those plays, like it's only a thing of Messi. Those kind of plays, he can only invent those himself. But yeah, overall that was the performance that we needed to see, that I wanted to see from Messi, because I knew that he still had it. It's just that seeing those performances is not gonna only motivate him, but it's gonna motivate the other players around him. Shouldn't believe, oh, we have Messi at full power. We can actually do this, and I believe that that's important because he's not only our footballing leader, but he's the spiritual leader of the team. So it's important for Messi to be at his best. And today, by the way, just a little mention here, he was running like a madman. Like he today was leading the press. For Messi to be leading the press, that's insane. Obviously not something. It would be nice to see it every game. I'm a realist, and first of all, I don't want to see that every game, because if Messi plays the volume of games that he plays and he presses like he did today, he's bound to get injured with the age that he has. Like, let's understand that Messi is 35 years old or close to 35 years old. I don't want to injure Messi. So like, if he can do this from time to time to motivate the team, then fine. Probably not do this every game, because he's not gonna last doing this every game. Probably the worst performance for Barcelona was Serginho Dest. Not because Dest was bad, and this is not me criticizing Dest at all. I just think that he should maybe go to the bench a bit. Not for him, not to punish him or anything, but I feel that the pressure might get to him, because he's not having, the performances of the next great Barcelona right back in the future. Like I think that he needs to bend into the side. And that's why I think that the injury to Sergio Roberto was so detrimental, because now he has to play every game, and he doesn't have the space of kind of being able to be betting slowly but surely. I think that okay, Lenglet is out because of accumulation of yellow cards. But for the next couple of games, until Sergio Roberto gets back, let's play Mingueza at right back for a bit. Like, like I think Mingueza at right back. It's not that we're doing much with our right backs anyways, because I think Dest is very alone most of the time in that right hand side until today. I think today had more time to do stuff, but like I just think it's not helping him to play that many minutes at this age. Like he doesn't feel like he's taking responsibility and like doing the things that he needs to do, and that's understandable. Not every under 20 player is gonna be, the finish like a superstar once they come in. Not every under 20 player is gonna be a Pedri, and Ansu Fati, a Ricky Puig, although he's not under 20 right? He's 21, right? Oh wow, Ricky Puig is 21. I just noticed that. Anyways, yeah, we had a bunch of good performances, but I think that's if he can go to the bench a bit, because I feel that this might affect him psychologically, which would be like, oh man, I'm not performing to my best, I'm getting subbed out from time to time. Like, we don't want that. We want him to be full of confidence, to actually be gaining in confidence, and I just feel this is not helping him. But it's just a mention. It could be an idea. This is absolutely no criticizing Terino this year. Araujo today was sensational. Like, you know what? I think Lenglet is a star quality center back for Barcelona, but Araujo right now is earning the spot. Like once Gerard Piqué comes back, I am forward towards putting Araujo at the star position with Piqué, because he's earned it. He's playing at a superb level. Like I don't know if Mingueza is a center back capable of being a Barcelona starter. I think that he's gaining strides to be at least a fourth quality center back. And if we're going to sign Eric Garcia, we have Piqué, Araujo, Lenglet, Eric Garcia, and Mingueza. That's 5 center backs. Maybe one has to go. Maybe we can send Mingueza on loan for the next year. Or maybe we sell Lenglet or something like that. Or Piqué goes or something like that. With that said, I think that Araujo is earning strike. He's playing at a super level. He's covering. He's fast running behind the ball. He's good on the ball. Like his distribution is quite good for his age right now. I just think he's performing at a really good level. Jordi Alba, again, solid. Was solid. Past 2 games has been better from Jordi Alba, because in defense he was always being like out of position more than usual. Like normally he's out of position, but because we are doing good things, like, and because we're like far forward, but like sometimes Jordi Alba was just losing his mark where we're defending, tracking back, and that's something that was not that great. But so far he's been good, solid these past 2 games, and I think that he's been improving. Let's see if he can keep it up. Sergio Busquets. Okay, this is not, we don't have prime Busquets right now, but he's doing what he can, and he's doing a good job in a 4-3. Not coincidentally that he played one of his better games this year or this season, as we're playing a 4-3, because Sergio Busquets is one of those players that plays his best football in a 4-3. That Frenkie de Jong today was, I know that Frenkie de Jong wants to play as a pivot, but I think that his best position is as a center midfielder driving forward, or at least playing as a pivot, but with the freedom to go forward, because those runs that we see him go to, like, this is not the first time that we've seen him with that assist, because he has strides, he's so tall, he has long legs, and he has the capacity to go forward and contribute. He, for me, just needs to improve in that shooting capability outside the penalty area. Like, take those long shots and be able to incorporate from the second line. I think that could add a lot to his game. And he was playing really well today. He was distributing, he was working a lot in defense, which is something that I've asked for from time to time for Frenkie de Jong. And he finally did it today. He did a lot. He was very, very good. Griezmann was fine. I would give him a 7. He was fine. He worked in defense, in attack. He did a few interesting things here or there. I still would put him behind the pecking order of a bunch of players in this team, but did not play bad this game, or at least played something in this game, which is normally being the rarity, which has been Griezmann. Normally it's in the game, but it's not doing anything, and you don't feel like he's there. Pedri, like I said, was sensational. The connection with Messi is fantastic, and there's been rumors that Messi has asked for Pedri to to play a lot of games because he likes to play with him and stuff like that. I don't want that to be the reason that Pedri plays, but I can see it and I can somewhat understand it. Although those kind of things are not my favorite thing in the world to hear. Dembele was sensational today. It wasn't, oddly enough, individually his best performance, but today for me was his best performance as a Barcelona caliber winger. And what I mean by that was that today was for me the game where Dembele has shown the most of the understanding of how we play, because he was attacking the space when he needed to attack the space. He was coming short when he needed to come short. When the play required for him to dribble, he dribbled. When the play required for him to stop, look up, and pass, he did that. And it's something that sometimes is being the fault of Dembele at Barcelona, which is because he's so fast, he wants to always do everything so fast that he sometimes doesn't takes the wrong decision and stuff like that. Today, his decision making was spot on. It was spot on. I could rarely notice any chances that he took a bad decision, because overall it was very, very good. He had a bunch of key passes that the pass to Griezmann that didn't finish in a chance, the pass to Messi that hit the post. He had a few shots that tested Unai Simon quite well. This is Dembele. This is what Ousmane Dembele needs to be. And there is plan. If we have plans to sell him, at least this is gonna get his price up, which is something that we need if he's entering the last year of his contract. I still believe in Dembele. I still think that he can be an important player for us, and there's other players that I would sell ahead of him for sure. And it's really nice to see that we're seeing a better version of Dembele now that he's finally getting to play. This is what I expected of Dembele, to be a really good player, and I think that he's only gonna get better if we give him the chances to, and he continues in this run of form. Messi with Messi. The 2 goals were very good. He hit the post 2 times. He did some amazing plays. And that's all we can say about the best player in the world. There's been a lot of rumors a lot of talk about Messi being finished and stuff like that. Well, he's so finished that right now, before we finish the first half of the season, he's tied for the Pichichi with Iago Aspas, Gerard Moreno, and Luis Suarez. So he's not as finished as you may think he is. Anyways, guys, that's all going to be for today's video. Leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next one, Blaugranas.